Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to another video.
What's happening?
And if you guys are curious, Josh actually has his own channel on YouTube. We just started it. The link is down there. It's called Future Internet Billionaire, but he is documenting his journey in business and in software. And he is also starting vlogging a little bit, day in the life, which is really interesting. It's actually going to be like a weekly thing, so you'll see his week completely broken up as he goes through dealing with building software and managing team members. Anything else you want to say?
It's pretty much what you just said. It's setting a realistic look into what it takes to build a software company. We're growing, we're building every single day, bringing on new customers. We don't have $100 million in funding. It's bootstrapped, meaning we're literally growing based on our own money, our own revenue. So if you want to see what it's like to build a real software company based on your own resources and not the Silicon Valley way, then
quick plug there, you guys. And if you're new here, my name is Brandy Morgan, and we talk about all things freelance, working remote, personal branding, and creating the life that you want outside of a normal 9-to-5 job. Please like this video, subscribe for future content. I've been posting multiple times a week lately. People have been really into the vlog style content, and so I'm gonna keep pushing that out as long as you guys like it and appreciate it. And today's vlog, I actually have an interview, like a pre-recorded interview that I'm going to be doing with a company, Money Chart, as I'm trying to get to $100,000 in the next 6 to 8 months. I was hunting for clients, and I was showing you guys a little bit how I did that. One of the companies reached back out to me, and I passed their first initial assessment yesterday, and so now they sent me a link where I have to do like a pre-recorded interview with pre-recorded questions. Let me set you down. So it is a pre-recorded interview with my webcam, and there are I think they're just a list of questions that I have to answer. So I'll have the questions up here. I'll be talking to the camera because that's where the interview is, and then if I pass that, I'm assuming I'll probably go for an actual like in-person or via like video in-person meeting with their team. And this is just another like smaller retainer contract, but I'm super excited about it because it would be, you know, another retainer contract that I can add to my list. And then today I'm also going to be reaching out to 3 other companies that have one is a job listing that I found on a job board, and then the other 2 are going to be from last Friday. I never reach out to a company on a Friday or over the weekend because I don't want my email to get lost. And so today, Wednesday, I'm going to be putting together my emails and my information and sending that to them. And then I of course have my Wednesday weekly meeting with one of my current clients. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done before, which I will because my weekly meeting isn't until 4 p.m. So we have plenty of time because it's not even quite 10 a.m. yet. And I am going to get ready for my interview because I don't want to look little like this. I need to do a little bit something with my hair since it's a pre-recorded video interview. Josh had something going on, so I had to step out of that. I had to step out of our office, and I'm updating my resume right now. I just sent it to a few other companies, and I have my video interview, like I mentioned before, sometime today before I have my other like actual client meeting. But I'm updating my resume. I like to update it based on the job I'm hiring for because sometimes different jobs require different types of experience than other jobs. If a job listing requires video editing, then of course I'm going to put video editing and what I'm proficient in, like the different tools, whether that's Premiere, After Effects, Final Cut, anything like that. But if another job doesn't require video editing or graphic design, then I'm not going to mention those things. I have multiple resumes that give different insight based on the job requirements. And so right now there's a job that does require video editing, graphics. They require a lot more technical stuff because it's actually on-site content creation for like this really cool brand. I have no idea if they would even pick me, but it's like, why not? For me, anything, and just like for anybody, a job is always 50-50, either yes or no. So I always err on the side that possibly they'll go with me and want to at least continue the conversation, because I always think if they just talk to me or they just get to know me, if I can just get them on the phone, we can talk, and then they'll be able to like hear my ideas and what we can do. And yeah, so that's usually my objective. So I always apply, and I always make sure my resume speaks specifically to their job requirements. We are still in the hunting phase. I've sent out 3 emails, I've done 2 job board listings as well, so that's 5 so far today. Remember, if you're in freelance, it's really a numbers game. All right, I just did the video interview. I think it went good. So just to kind of let you guys know what that's all about. The video, so they had me do an assessment yesterday right when I submitted my resume. They're like, oh, you have passed to the next round. Please complete this assessment. So I went online and I did the assessment. And an assessment, let me see if I can set you guys down. So I went through and I completed this assessment, which was pertinent for that specific job that I was trying to get, or that I'm trying to get. And after the assessment, they're like, okay, you passed. Now we would like to do a phone interview, a recorded phone interview. So what that is, so the assessment is essentially like a barrier, but it's going to let them know if you should move along in the process. So since my resume got approved, I passed the assessment, then it was interview time. But instead of an interview with people, they wanted me to do a pre-recorded interview, which is really actually cool. I hadn't done one of those before. So it was a pre-recorded interview, and essentially the question, you would say, I'm ready for the question, and then the question would appear with your webcam open, and you would literally have 10 seconds to prepare your answer for that question. But the cool thing is it offers you 3 chances to record it. I only had to re-record one. I felt pretty confident with my answers, but it was a really cool experience. So I'm hoping that they get back to me, because it would be a fun project to work on. That's kind of my update today, and it's about a little after 3. So I got it done. My next meeting is at 4. Josh is downstairs because I did not want him in here when I was recording my answers, just because that can be, like stressful. I am going to get back to work. So quick tips, if you are going to be doing like video interviews, make sure you dress appropriately. I put, obviously I have makeup on. I made sure that I look nice, because you have to treat it just like a regular interview. The next thing that you want to do is very much, and this is something that drives me nuts in real life too, but just be aware of filler words. So this interview, you only had 90 seconds to answer the question. So you need to make sure that the words you say count. Keep out words like so, or any sort of long pauses. Make sure you're aware of that and you try to limit those words. Fun fact, an extreme pet peeve of mine is when people say like, and it drives me bananas. I don't know why. When I was a kid, my mom was trying to get me out of the habit of saying it, and she would make me carry on a little piece of paper and tally every time I said the word like, and I think that sort of like drilled into my brain that you're not supposed to say that word. So now I'm very aware when I hear it. But anyways, those are kind of like 2 things I would keep in mind if you're ever going to do a video interview. The cool thing is about having other monitors is I was able to have like my other screen up, not that I was looking at it, but it kind of gives you peace of mind with those, with like, certain questions that you have if you wanted to like pull something up while you're in the interview. Obviously I don't recommend it, but I mean, you can. Those are kind of basic things. Look nice. Be careful of using filler words. Those are 2 major things. And third, treat it like a regular interview. Treat it like that question is a person behind there asking it. So be personable. I was super smiley, kind of joking around with them with certain questions. Just be personal, be yourself, because they're also hiring you for your personality as well, not only your skill set.